I see that all of you are here once again to partake in the folly of reason. Welcome, welcome. Please stay for a while and linger here over this desolate space and indulge me once again with your thoughts. For I assure you, you will need all your strength to get out of this one. Consider this man who looks as innocent as a dove and yet hides the claws of a vulture deep inside the folds of his heart. Beware, beware, he is human, for he conceals what's real and believes in that which is unreal.
Sacrilegious crow! How dare you defile the memory of those who have departed?
Please, Master. I'm merely a performer at the kabuki. Now I'm a wig maker. What will an honest lie do, sir? What difference does it make coming from the dead one or a live one?
The rumors, they were true. Demons did lurk in the shadows and the walls of the Rashmon. I'm not a police officer. I'm merely an assistant to a famous samurai. Times are hard. This place was once an entrance to the city, but look what it is now! A haunt for thieves, bandits, where the dead are dumped, where the demons practice their secret arts. I made my decision now. We must break the shackles that bind men to be decent and humane. The winner is the one who is able to do so and choose the depths of freedom.
Master! 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 No! are coming. An embodiment and the very inner voice of this story. I will be your guide. Hold fast to my voice and tether it to your mind. You are now entering the realms of the visions of memory. And darkness of violent fancy. You are now entering Rashmon!
Your Grace! Then we've gathered here. Here they sit, watching us, watching you, watching me. Oh, but what do I know? I am just a wandering hobo. I'm nobody, yet nobody who sees things that nobody else does. Your Honor, Walter son is now officially mad. What is that tragic regarding his internal state of affairs? Guilty as charged. What do you want from me? Confession? I am not a murderer. I couldn't be that emotional or intelligent to be one, even if I tried. How did I end up here? This place, of all places. Just let me be! Haru! Toru! You know how harmless I am. Be gone! You don't know where you are. It's the Rachel Gate. You damn monsters here. Demons. Spirits of the dead. Away. Away. Heard you from the shadow side. Thought you were in.
Seeing that you are, why don't you allow us to help?
I don't need any help. I am fine just the way I am. Away.
Yes, sir. I know that look in your eyes. You are lost. Aloof. Desperate. This is something that vexes.
What vexes my is mine. What right do any of you have to demand what is mine? Mine alone. Be gone.
You're only travelers, sir, waiting for the storm to pass. We promise you, as soon as the storm ceases, we will be out of your way.
Why don't you go find shelter somewhere else?
It is late in the night as well, sir. We went to worlds, man. Who knows what ill omens we might find lurking on the roads.
And you do not think there are any ill omens around this place?
In that case, the three of us might provide a stronger front. Don't you think?
You had something to eat, sir.
No. I have walked the whole night, and it does not like there's an abundance of food here. Truthfully, you are right. Three of us might indeed prove to be a strong front for what is out there. Or rather, what is in here.
Did you hear that?
That is just the wind, sir. It has queer voices. Why be so kind to me? I mean, I could be someone else. Someone worse.
We thought you were abandoned, sir, which is why we were hiding in the shadows. But something about your voice made us realize we're not alone in our misery.
Misery. What are you talking about?
The three of us are like you, fleeing from our past. Weary travelers longing for rest. Even so, we flee and we move and never stay in the same place. We keep going forward. That is the only way.
All right. One must keep traveling to escape this nausea in the mind. Tell me more. Where do you come from? What exactly is it that you do?
My mother and I, in the summer of vacation, had to go to Harima to dance gently with the cherry blossom trees, dressed by the autumn wind. And also as ferocious as the whirlpools that beset the ocean. We were popular, my mother and I, until that fated day when she abandoned me. The country fell into disrepair. You see, my mother's mother was an Itako, mediums that were blinded to communicate with the dead. Sometimes I feel like my grandmother's blood runs through me. When I dance, I feel sensations like sharpened pinpricks under my skin. And I wonder, is that why my mother left me? Anyway, the new court was not a fan of my performances. Hence I had to flee that wretched land. Be out here in the woods. I encountered Mikami-san on my own separate journey. His story is much more marvelous than mine.
No. I wouldn't think so. I am just an artist who dabbles with this paint and media. I was once a royal scribe at Yamato, but was banished due to my unconventional preferences for art. That was when I met Sakura. And life has never been the same. Even at the most awful moments, Sakura has been with me. Whenever I look at this most exquisite face, my colors come into life and paint like a madman. Anyway, let's find with you, sir. We would like to know more about you.
I have not witnessed kindness in so long that I have forgotten it. My name is Hideo Watanabe. And I was once what you would call a bugyo, a magistrate of the court. I had just one simple task, one case assigned to me. A case so heinous, it has no end but the logic of its own. I doubt you would be able to stomach the tale if I were to tell you.
Not underestimate us, Watanabe-san.
Times have made us tough.
Very well then. Remember, you may not understand what it is that you see. Hence, do not, I repeat, do not take everything as it seems.
Are you the one who found the body?
That is true, Your Honor. I am the one who found the body. I went out as usual this morning. Got set in the hills behind my place. The body was in a bamboo grove on the other side of the mountain.
And what was its exact location?
It was a few hundred yards of Yamashina Post Road, Your Honor. A deserted place where a few scrub cemeteries are mixed in with the bamboo.
Did you see any weapons lying around?
No, sir, not a thing. Just a length of rope was lying next to the body. And there was a comb too. Just the rope and the comb was all. The leaves were pretty trampled down. He must have put a tremendous fight before they killed him. Also, sir, I think they were on foot. No, a horse could never have gotten into a place like that. It's all bamboo thicket between there and the road.
Can you describe to me what you first saw when you got there?
A man was lying on his back. And he had only one stab wound. And it was right in the middle of his chest. The weeds around him, soaked with dark red blood.
Priest, are you the one who claims to have seen the body before the crime was committed?
I am sure I passed the man yesterday, Your Honor. Yesterday, about noon, he was walking towards Yamashina checkpoint. There was a woman. She wore a wreath on her head with a long veil hanging around the brim. I could not see her face, just the robe. It was bright yellow with beautiful red flower all around the yellow. I can still see it. Shiny red yellow.
This man she was with, do you think he was a commoner?
The man? No, sir. He has a good-sized sword. With bows and arrows with him. He must have 20 arrows in it. Maybe more. I can still see the black leopard quiver of his. I can never imagine a thing like that can happen to such a man.
Like an opening such this.
Story is just getting started. Mikami-san. Describe to me this man you have captured.
The man I captured, Your Honor. I'm certain he's the famous bandit, Tajumaru.
And what time was this?
The time, sir. It was last night at the first watch. Around 8 p.m. I think. He was wearing the same dark blue robe, carrying the same long sword that he used last time I almost captured him before. You can see, sir, he has a bow and arrows now.
Such weapons were found in the possession of the dead man. Are you saying that Tajumaru could have stolen them?
Oh, is that so, sir? The dead man too? That settles that. I'm sure this Tajumaru fellow is a murderer, sir. A black lacquer quiver, 17 hawk-feathered arrows, and a leather-wrapped bow. They must have belonged to the victim. Also, so we are inclined to believe that there was a horse. It had the blinders with the matchings of samurai pattern. Since the dead man was a samurai, hence my conclusion would be that they must have tied the horse somewhere around the grove, but I wouldn't know why they would do something like that.
This woman she was with, was she wearing yellow?
There was no woman, sir. But of all the bandits crawling around Kyoto, this Tajumaru is known as a fellow who likes women. Last fall, people at Torai temple found some worshippers dead. A woman and a child behind the statue of Binzuru at the hill. Sir, if it turns out that he killed a man, there's no saying what he must have done to the woman on the horse. I don't mean to meddle, sir, but you ought to question him about that.
Get ready, your prisoner. Your daughter, she was the wife of the dead man?
Yes, Your Honor. My daughter was married to the dead man. He was not from the capital, though. He was a samurai working in the Wakasa provincial office.
Was he a harsh man, being a samurai, you know, with their violent mannerisms and brutish natures?
No, sir. He was a very kind man. I can't believe anybody would have hated him enough to do this. And my daughter, my sweet, sweet daughter, she's as bold as any man, but the only man she's ever known as a husband. Now dead. Her complexion is a little on the lighter side, and she has a mole on the outside corner of her left eye. And I tell you, sir, her face is a tiny, perfect oval. The samurai had left for Wakasa yesterday with my daughter. But what turn of fate could have led to this? There's nothing I can do for my son-in-law anymore. And my daughter, what could have happened to her? I'm worried sick about her, sir. Please do everything you can to find her. Leave no stone unturned. I have lived a long time, but I've never wanted anything so badly in my entire life. When that bandit, that Tajumaru, not only my son-in-law, but my daughter.
Found her. Kiyomizu Temple. I now call upon our main suspect, Tajumaru.
I met the couple yesterday, late in the afternoon. The second I saw them, a puff of wind lifted her veil, and I caught a peek. Just a peek. Maybe that's why she seemed so perfect to me. I made up my mind right then that I will take her, even if I had to kill the man. Of course, if you can take the woman without killing the man, all the better. Which was exactly what I was hoping to do yesterday. It would have been impossible on the Yamashina post road, of course, so I thought of a way to lure them into the hills.
the end of your confession?
Yes. Are you both lost?
No, we're just traveling.
To the Yamashina post, right? Isn't it a bit desolate and rather dangerous for just the two of you to be traveling?
Thank you for your concern, but we'll be just fine.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. All those who come in search of the treasure end up getting lost.
Treasure. What treasure?
Treasure of the seven samurai, of course. It's hidden somewhere deep inside this forest.
We're not here looking for any kind of treasure.
Is that so? What a pity. I thought I'd finally be able to sell the treasure off to someone. And you seem like a worthy client.
Are you trying to tell me that you're aware of the exact location of this treasure?
Of course I am. No one knows this place better than I do. If you're interested, I could perhaps show you.
Fine then, take me with you.
But Takehiro...
Masako, you stay right here.
Husband. He's been attacked.
What?
He's in the forest, please. He's in danger. Come with me.
Either you die or my husband dies. Did you hear me? Either you die or my husband dies. It would be more fit that I died than have two men witness my shame. It has to be one of you. I want to be with the one that's left alive.
No sign of the woman. Perhaps she had fled in terror or to call for help when the fighting started. Either way, I knew it wasn't safe for me anymore. I grabbed the man's sword, his bows and arrows, and headed straight for the mountain road. That is where I found the horse. Anything I say after that would be a complete waste of my breath only. I got rid of that sword before coming to Kyoto. So that's my confession. I always knew my head would end up hanging on the tree outside the prison. So let me have the ultimate punishment.
Slowly nearing a cliff, unaware of the abyss right beneath her feet.
After that man had his way with me, he kicked my husband and he taunted me. How humiliated my husband must have felt.
He was twisting and squirming in the ropes that covered his body. So, stumbling, I ran to him. That was when it happened. That was when I saw the indescribable glint in my husband's eye. Truly, it was indescribable. What I saw there was neither anger nor sorrow. It was contempt. Contempt for me. Now that this has happened, I cannot go on living with you. I'm prepared to die. I'm prepared to die right here. Right here. Right now. But since you have witnessed my cruel shame, I cannot and I will not leave you behind with this knowledge. I'll follow you soon after. Don't you dare look at me like that. 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 I lost consciousness again. And when I was finally able to look around me, my husband, still tied to the cemetery, was no longer breathing. Gulping back my tears, I untied his ropes and I cast them aside. And then what happened to me? I don't have the strength to tell him. That I failed to kill myself, it's obvious. I'm still here. Nothing worked. I'm still here. By no means proud of my inability to die. But tell me, what am I to do now? Now that I've been violated by a bandit. Now that I've killed my own husband. Tell me, what am I to do now? Tell me.
No running away. Come on. Don't move.
This is a battling case indeed. First I thought it would be simple, knowing full well that it was Hajumaru who is the main suspect. But now I'm not even sure.
You still haven't solved it. Have you, Watanabe-san?
It has been a long time. Sometimes I still carry the voices of all those who had suffered with me. I sit inert, as if in performance is on me. I cannot begin to understand this illusion just yet.
Are you all right, my lady? You look...
You spoke of this place, this Roshu Gate, as a harbor for all that is evil and monstrous, isn't it?
They used to dump the dead on the higher floors, those that go unclaimed. Even dead children. Even.
Is there any cause for your concern?
I hear a raspy laughter. Someone is listening to our story. Someone that has no right to be human.
Sakura, are you fine?
I'm fine, Mikami-san. It's just that certain places at certain hours of the night behave a bit erratically. This place is different somehow. The eyes lurking from the darkness of the shadows. Eyes that have no right to be human. You think the places where the dead, they gather in heaps, something else possibly exists? Thing that I must do. You must commune with the spirit of the dead samurai.
We were going for the diviner. Then certain things happened. Complications.
Why was that? I mean, doesn't the diviners, the ministry, keep a record of diviners left in the art of...
Yeah, they do, but something happened to Tajuman. Complications. I beg you. Just
You don't have to do this. There must be another way.
You cannot waste any more time, Watanabe-san. We are
to the cemetery, but I kept trying to signal her with my eyes. Don't believe a word he tells you. He's lying, no matter what he says. But she just went on cringing there on the fallen bamboo leaves, staring at her knees. And you know, I could see she was listening to him. I writhed with jealousy. The bandit kept his smooth talk going from one point to the next.
Now that this has happened to you, you know that things will not be the same with your husband. You don't have to think about him anymore. Just come with me. Be my wife. I've loved you from the very first moment I laid eyes on you. Oh, how wild I was with passion. The wind parted your veil, and I glimpsed your face. That is why things happened the way they did. Don't you see?
When my wife raised her face in response to him, she seemed almost spellbound, as if she was in a dream. I had never seen her look so beautiful. And what do you think this beautiful wife of mine said? In my presence, in the presence of a husband bound hand and foot! My spirit may be wandering now between one life and the next. But every time I recall her answer, I burn with indignation and rage.
All right, I'll come with you. Take me wherever you go.
And that was not her only crime against me. If that were all she did, I would not be suffering so here in the darkness. With him leading her by the hand, she stepped out of the bamboo grove, when suddenly the color drained from her face. She turned around and pointed at me.
Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
What do you want me to do with her? Kill her? Or let her go? Just not once. Kill her?
For this, if for nothing else, I am willing to forgive the bandit of his crimes. When I hesitated with my answer, my wife let out a scream and darted through the bamboo thicket. The bandit chased after her, but I don't think he even managed to lay a hand on her sleeve. When he returned, he picked up my bow and arrows. And he cut my ropes at one end.
It's my time to run now.
I remember hearing him mutter as he darted through the bamboo thicket. Then everything around me was quiet. I could hear someone weeping. A lonely, miserable sound. As I untied myself with the world glistening and fuzzy around me, I realized that it was I who was weeping. I was exhausted beyond the point of weariness. My mind felt heavy with emptiness. lying there before me was the dagger that my wife had dropped. I picked it up. I picked it up and I shoved it into my chest. Some kind of bloody mass rose to my mouth. But I felt no pain at all. What perfect silence. In the skies above the grove, on the hidden side of the mountain, not a single bird came to sing. The lonely glow of the sun lingered among the high branches of the cedar and bamboo. The sun, but gradually even that, began to fade, and with it, everything around me. I lay there wrapped in deep silence. Then stealthy footsteps came up to me. I tried to see who it was, but the darkness had enclosed in all around me. Someone, that someone, gently pulled the dagger from my chest with an invisible hand. Some kind of bloody mass rose to my mouth again. But I sank once and for all into the darkness between lives.
He lied. That was not the truth.
How could you say that? After all that, Sakura put herself through. Take, don't lie.
It was the truth. It wasn't. It could not be. He lied. He lied. Sakura-san. He lied.
I saw you.
No.
You were there.
What is she saying, Watanabe-san? What is this?
You were there! You took the dagger!
Sometimes the gods play a cruel twist of fate. I was there. The wrong place. The wrong time. There is a shrine buried deep in the woods where my grandfather is buried. Think of the horrifying coincidence. Imagine when I saw one evening to make my way to my grandfather's shrine. at the end. Do you know what it feels like to be haunted by the words of a dead man? Do you know? How could I have known? How did I know that his Bugyo, the very same case, would be assigned to me? How could I have known? It was just the wrong place, the wrong time. Oh, God! What have I done? Heinous sin have I committed.
Watanabe-san? It's all over now. Your mind had retained that memory and as time passed convinced you that none of this was your fault. But your heart, your good, virtuous heart, suffered in the conflict that ensued. You cannot convince yourself to be a person that you aren't, Watanabe-san. You are a good man. All this suffering, this loss of faith, it's all just to bring you back. Don't you see?
Still don't know what is the exact version. Perhaps we will never know, will we?
But you have encountered your truth, sir. You need not hide from it anymore. You are not a murderer, Watanabe-san.
I know what I must do. I must go and visit the girl's mother. Tell her what really happened. Perhaps that is the only just thing left to do. But you are right. My heart feels unburdened with lightness. My mind is at a rest, so I feel.
This is for you, Watanabe-san. I thought if I depicted your story as you narrated it, I might be able to capture the beauty that you couldn't see.
This is breathless perfection. Teresa.
As I said, the beauty lies in the telling and not always in what is being told. I have now captured the moment of your storytelling and no matter the darkness of its content.
It is unfortunate we have to part company so soon. I was only just getting to know you, my dear Mikami and Sakura. If only we had met under better circumstances.
The joy is completely ours, Watanabe-san. We are headed to the Hizen province, where we heard of a monastery that is a haven for calligraphers. Hence, I am accompanying Mikami-san on his quest.
May the gods guide your path, Watanabe-san.
May the gods guide yours too, my dear Mikami and Sakura. To offer a prayer for a miserable man like me.
We always will, Watanabe-san.
Goodbye, my dear Haru, Toru, and Saki. The telling of this story from the beginning to an end has finally brought in the ending that I so much needed, bringing me face to face with what I truly am. I am not an optimist. I am just a happy nihilist. As I was saying, there were certain complications to the case. Something had happened to Tajuman.
I always knew my head would end up hanging on the tree outside the prison. So let me have the ultimate punishment. Your father was Hidetoshi Watanabe, was it not? Your Honor.
Leave us. Leave.
Speak. You might remember me. I had served under your father's rival many, many years ago. If I'm not mistaken, you've been searching for your father's burial grounds where the treasure is hidden. I happened to see you at that part of the woods under the mountain pass, fumbling your way with a map, trying to find the hidden treasure. The real map is carved into the hilt of a dagger, the very dagger that went missing from the crime scene. But bear with me. Tajumaru does not need a dagger to point his way to the treasure. I had found it ages ago and hidden it elsewhere. If you're interested, I'm more than happy to show you.
You crafty son of a dragon. Why do this? Why not try and sell them yourself? Why wait for this opportunity?
Because being a leader has always been too much work. I prefer being an assistant.
In 2 weeks' time, you will be incarcerated to another location. You are to make your escape and get to Rasho Gate in exactly a year's time, so as to let the pressure die down. And try staying out of trouble, Tajomaru. There is a blacksmith in Nara. You will report to him, stay unnoticed, and get back. I too must act deranged, so as to take leave. And then, in exactly a year's time, we will go and look for the treasure together. Year's time. Exactly a year's time. It's been 1 year, 1 month. Did anyone ever say, never trust a bandit?
Talking to yourself, old man.
Tajumaru, right on time.
I thought I was discovered. But you signaled not to attack, hence I waited. Believe me, I do not regret seeing any of that. This night has truly been a night of revelation. I almost thought you were really going mad.
I almost thought I was going really mad myself. My heart is set. Eventually, I think I did become a little mad by pretending to be one. Nevertheless, my heart is set towards the treasure, Rajomaru.
Let us hurry before it is light. We don't have much time.
One question. Did the samurai actually kill himself?
Yes. He didn't want to compromise his honor, so he killed himself. Looked like he wanted me to take his wife, but I wouldn't. After I was done with her, her mind hinged. And she became deranged. You should have seen her. She was crying one moment, then racing and laughing like a demon next. She told me she would have run away with me if I hadn't acted like a coward, which was not keeping to my word. Then she accused her husband of not being a man but being a drunkard who can't stand to face his foe. She had us both with drawn swords, fighting for her like a trophy. Women, how quick do they take control? After a while, she gave me the jitters, hence I didn't want her either.
What a dilemma. First, he was like, no, you can have her. And then you were like, no, I insist. Please, you keep her. And he said again, no, I insist. Please have her. All the while, on facing each other like chickens with drawn swords. A fine marriage goal. One would almost think he tried to commit suicide to save some honor.
So we find the treasure and solitaire contact?
Indeed. And then, you and me, Tajuman, we will go and look for other treasures together. Would you like more buried mounds like these? Or perhaps a more shrine?
Oh, I like you, Watanabe-san. Who could say what goes inside that head of yours? You and I, we will make history. When evil meets evil, ha!
Judge and a bandit. You will be the first to emerge successful in the hunt for this treasure. But it has always surprised me that those who have attempted the search for this treasure have always gone missing.